Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money, and so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do. The same thing we do every day. First, we'll look at market performance for the past 24 hours. God damn. Our good friend Paul Welshus, yeah, I told you he was going to do something, right? Yeah. Right after that, we'll check out prices in details, which again, they don't surprise me. And if you are following my channel, they shouldn't either. And right after that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? But before that, yeah, I have got to apologize. Yesterday, I wasn't feeling myself. I was under the weather yesterday. And as you guys can see, I guess still my voice is still not fully back yet. So I took my medicine, and that thing makes you drowsy. The time that I'm supposed to record the video, I couldn't. I was out, seriously. I was out, and my eyes were like really itching and stuff like that. I think I had like allergic reaction to something going around here or something. I don't know what it was. Even right now, you will see me from time to time trying to scratch my eyes or something because they're still itching. But yeah, I apologize of that for not uploading yesterday. And those of you following me on Twitter or X, you should have also noticed that I didn't post anything there neither. For a while now, I've been battling it until finally I had no choice but to stop a little, recharge my energy, and get back to it. Okay, so yeah, my apologies for not letting people know, not letting you guys know. Okay, so anyways, now let's get back to it. I've been telling you guys, okay, that the rate cuts are not what you think they are going to be. Does that make sense now? Does it make does it make any sense now? Did you see? I told you there's no way they're gonna cut rates and it's gonna fix it. It's no way. The problem we have is that when you get used to something good, not even something good, when you get used to a pattern, it is difficult for you to like stray away from it. We are used to the fact that, okay, the way the government controls the economy, quantitative easing or quantitative tightening, and then we time them, and then we try to make money out of it. But what most people, okay, not even most people, what everybody is missing is that this time, economy is not just about inflation. It's not just about that. Economy right now, for the stages that we are, first is the debt. 30-something trillion dollars in debt. That's number one. Number two, we also have the U.S. government fighting to try to keep the U.S. dollar, okay? Fighting to try to keep the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency. Okay? That's another thing right there. So if you start looking at it, those two things. Now, I don't know. We have talked about it here, and it's so funny that when things begin to happen, people now come back and look at me like, how the hell did he know? I am not an economist. I am not. I've said it here 1,001 times. My major is process engineering. That's what I know. But because I'm trying to go from zero to a multi-millionaire status, that is why I research. I read books about economy. I look at what's going on around me, not just the U.S. Look around me. The powerhouses, like we call them, the powerhouse economies around the world. What's going on over there? What are they doing? Because if you really pay attention to them, you will start figuring out what's next for the U.S. You pay attention to outside the house. That's why I usually tell you guys, you can look at a picture and you appreciate it. But if you are inside that picture, You can't even see. You can't see the picture, right? Because you are in it. Sometimes you need to get out of it. Get out of the frame and take a look at the picture. Take a look at it again. It's the same situation we are facing right now. Everybody and their grandmama thought, oh, well, they cut interest rates, money comes out. And time after time, I told you, inflation is not going to let them do that. It's not. Because right now, the government like to keep inflation under control around maybe 2%. Okay? If they are pushing it, if they push it, usually be around 2.4, 2.3. Right now, inflation is sitting at 3%. 3%. That is, it's like you are sending yourself to the guillotine already. And the way we talk about it, most people did not even understand. Most people didn't get it. And I was like, right now, what you are seeing is that the U.S. government, you saw our good friend, Trumpicius Margex, start those trade wars. It wasn't for fun. It wasn't for fun. He started these trade wars because the U.S. does not produce. And if we don't produce, how the heck do you prove to the world that, okay, our currency is supposed to be the reserve currency? What are you backing it up with? It's not backed with gold. We know that. It's not. It's not backed with anything. So the only thing we have to do is produce. Get the factories up, get this up. And since they know, okay, Trumpicians know, what I have already known already is that, one, since we are not producing, the only way we can do is tariffs, right? The tariffs you put on people will force them to come into the country and mount factories in the country. Those factories will lead to a lot of jobs. Those jobs will lead to a lot of taxes. Those taxes will lead to the government not printing a lot. Because then we have our balance, the deficit, it will be good. And then we can start paying off this 30 or 30 something $trillion debt that we have. And everybody and their grandmama, they seem not to understand that. They seem not to understand that principle. You understand? That is why they still think, oh yeah, they're going to cut interest rates and then money print is going to come on. And and I laugh about it. The reason why I laugh about it is like they are looking in the wrong places. Back in 2008, that recession created more multimillionaires than the entire 50 years of history. You understand? It created, but it didn't start in 2008. It started way back in the 2000s when we had that the dot-com bubble. And those of you who do remember, or those of you who have read about it, the dot-com bubble did not happen just because of hey, we want to crash it. No. Dot-com bubble happened because most people were going on the internet. People were saying since the internet was new, they were creating value. They were saying their companies, they are worth millions and millions of dollars on the internet. But now when time came to show, that value wasn't there. Therefore, a lot of companies went under the water. We created this debt spiral. Okay? Now, fast forward. Oh, before we even get there, when it started happening, the effects were not seen until 2008. Because in 2008, that's when the government started adding 2 and 2 together. And now, bam, it happened. 2008 dragged down everything. Right now, we have this thing that has started. And I keep telling you, now is the time for you to get in. Now is the time for you to start getting in. Start positioning yourself. I don't care what you believe into. I believe in Kaspa. That's why I keep buying Kaspa, because I know sooner than later it's going to happen. Stock market, whatever you believe into, start positioning yourself. Okay? Position yourself. Like, I'm not saying go start buying the stock market. No. If you are into stock market, start setting up your cash on the side. I'm telling you, it will be epic. You think what you saw in 2008 was bad? This one is going to be worse. Because now, let me give you an example. Something that recently just happened. Okay? The Fed, for them to regulate the economy, Okay, inflation is number one. Number two is going to be the job reports, right? Excuse me for a second. Yeah, it was getting hot in here. I had to turn this thing off. So those two things, okay? And if you take them one by one, first, inflation, worse, right? Inflation is worse. Second, job reports. People are losing jobs left and right. So why do you think they're going to print money if they're trying to control the economy? How? We've been saying it here before. In the normal way, if they print the money can be used, lend it out to Japanese economy, because guess what? We will make profit out of there, whatever. Chinese economy or Russian economy, whatever you want to send it. But as we are looking at right now, look at the M2 money supply. Do you know why it is going up? Because all these economists are printing money. They are trying to save their economy. So it's like we have this balloon, okay? I'm blowing it on one end. You are blowing it on the other end. The other son of a bitch is blowing it on the other end. The balloon keeps getting bigger, because everybody's blowing air into it, right? Let's just say the balloon is the world economy, okay? And inside that balloon, let's use a little bit of engineering here. The more I'm pumping, I'm putting a little bit of oxygen, right? But if you know the composition of the air, I'm also putting CO2. I'm also putting that in there. The next motherfucker is doing the same. The other one is doing the same. Time is going to come, that balloon, the air in there, there will be more CO2 concentrated in there than oxygen. Which now, if we let it go, and let's try to say we breathe out of it, how many people going to survive on that little oxygen? How many? And if we keep blowing air into that balloon, when I was blowing it by myself, it was going up, it was getting bigger, but at very slow pace. But if it is 10 of us blowing into that same balloon, how fast do you think it's going to get bigger? Big enough that it can't stretch anymore and then blow. That's kind of, if you think about it, that's what is going on with the world economy today. Before, US used to print money, or everybody absorbs it, economy, although inflation was going up, but the economy was doing good, right? Now, not just US. 2021, US printed money, Japan printed money, China did, Russia did, everybody and their grandmama printed money. That money did not get absorbed anywhere. And because of that, inflation in all this country went terribly high. I want to say, why do I say this? If you look at the housing market, a house that cost you $300,000 10 years ago in the market today is worth, for you to buy it, you have to pay around $500,000. Go look at it. You will see. So if you put everything together and then go back to the main two issues that are really, really making me think, and making me say this, that is not what you think it is, which is inflation, one, and then excuse me for a second. Yeah, sorry about that. Which is inflation, one, and the job market, two. If you go look at them, inflation is going out of control. The job market is getting out of control too, because there's no jobs. Amazon the other day, they just fired about, is it 14,000 or 4,000? Something, they say outrageous number that they fired. Why? Because they are going into the AI, okay? They are automating their own system using AI. What Amazon did not understand is that, first of all, the people that you are selling these goods to, where they get their money. And inversely, if you look at it that way, it affects Uncle Sam, because less 14,000 people not working, less they're going to spend, and less taxes they are going to pay for the government. So everything is coming out together like one on one. It's like they're adding up one into another one, and it is getting closer and closer and closer. That's why you saw when the FOMC was going, and I told you guys, if you want to make money, watch for the FOMC, because price usually go up your daily, and then after that it crashes. It was going, and I was like, those of you that are short term, you can make money with it. You saw Kaspa go up to almost 6 cents and then now back again. If you are trading on a daily, yeah, you should have made some money out of it. If you're a long-term trader like me, I really don't care about those things. I told you. And the biggest of all of them is gold. Go look at gold. I told you, right? Gold, because gold right now, for a couple of weeks, we've been seeing gold run on fumes. The price is going like, excuse me, price is going like outrageously in a vertical line. You know what? Let's look at it. I think that is the only way we can see this. This is gold right now on the weekly. And I told you, when you zoom out, look at this. This is vertically straight up, vertically. The funny thing about this is that everybody and their grandmama, they seems not to understand something. Look at where the moving average is. We've been looking at this. I've been tracking this thing for the longest. Look at where the moving average is. And you can even see where it is, right there. Look at where the price is. Now, if you zoom out, let's say, let's go on the daily, right quick. Let me show you. On the daily, you start to make sense out of it. You see? This is what I'm talking about. Look at the daily. And when you zoom out, you can see. Look at the ribbon. This is the first, like when I trade and when I look at the market, I usually just look at my simple indicators. Look at the ribbon. See? Ribbon has done that. This one is going to do this. Okay? Now we have two good options here. Option number one, okay? Ribbon might do the same, like do this and then bounce and keep on going, which means price might come down here and then up we went, right? We could do that. But normally when you start to see this happen, you want to go back. You want to go back and see what the 1 hour is doing and what the 4 hours is doing. Because if the 4 hours, they are going down, straight down, yeah, daily is going to go down too. You're going to see it. And another thing you got to pay attention here is look at the moving average. Okay, it looks like this thing is doing this, and then before you know it, it's going to do this. That's what it looks like. Okay, so yeah, you got to pay attention to this. And this right now, once it goes down, let's go look on the 4 hours first. Let's see on the 4 hours right quick. See, 4 hourly, we came down. It looks like it's trying to find support on the moving average. Okay, now when you zoom out, you can also see the ribbon. Yeah, it's trying to curve upwards. Okay, let's see. What we need to see is gold breaking at least $4,000. Okay, breaking around that 4,000, 4,200. It breaks above it, then we confirm the upside momentum to see if it is still going up or not. If you look at it on the daily, on the 1 hourly, see, on the 1 hourly, yeah, it looks like it wants to break up. But one thing I'm trying to show you here, okay, normally we usually see the price go up, retest the moving average, and down it went. Okay, so far we are going to watch and see, because when you zoom out, this has already happened. You remember when I was telling you guys the other day, look at it, it was a double top, right? Double top, and price came down, went back up, retest, and down we went. Okay, so what you're looking at right now, it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't actually, because right now, as you see, look at the moving average. Okay, curve downwards, right? This thing might go up, try it, and keep on going. That's what might happen. And on top of that, the inverse head and shoulder target has not been met yet. You remember, because I told you, okay, shoulder, head. If you measure, let's just say the resistance was all the way here, the distance between this and this has not reached yet. That should be somewhere down there, around that 3,700 or maybe 3,500 of gold. And then we will see, is it going to bounce from there or is it going to take off? But yet everybody and their grandmama is not seeing this. People are not looking at this because they are so stuck in the old ways. They are so stuck in the old ways. And this right here, go on the weekly, okay? Like I said, you got to look at this thing zoomed out, even on the weekly channel. Look, see, go on the weekly. This is, my God. Oh well, we're about to find out. We're about to find out. So yeah, economy now is doing its thing. Like I told you here so many times, macroeconomy will determine will determine where we go from here. I still stick to the fact that Bitcoin is going to go to 150, 160,000. That's where I'm still sticking to it. And as you heard yesterday, our good friend Jeromicius Powell shoes, okay? Yeah, we're going to cut rates more, another 25 basis or whatever we cut. Everybody, yeah, you saw the price go. But go look at the money supply. See, go look at the money supply, because they are stuck into that. They are stuck into that dilemma. If we print more money, inflation is already bad. Inflation is already like kicking our nuts. If we print more, inflation might go up to like 4% or even 5%. And if that happens, we lose credibility on the international stage, which means the US dollar, everybody who has already been saying like the US dollar should not be the world reserve currency, they will give them even more ammunition for that, their, how you say it, their argument, right? So they are stuck in between that. And everybody is just like, yeah, they're going to cut rates. They're going to cut rates. How many times have they cut rates already? What was the change? Did you see any effect? Instead, the US is losing, we are losing that credibility. Instead, inflation went up. Because when we started, it was like 2.4% a couple of months ago. Now we are sitting at 3%. And right now, we cannot even get the job data because the government is shut down. Right? So everything happening right now is just like a standby move or an emergency move. Everybody already know. Okay, we are going to cut rates, but nothing will happen. That's why you see the market did not react to the FOMC meeting. Price went up a little bit and down we went. You're going to cut it again in December. What are you going to get? Same thing. So yeah, start getting ready for it. Start getting, those of you who have keep cash on the side, that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping some cash on the side because I know when this bubble comes on, the mother of all these bubbles, you think, and I will say it again, you really think 2008 was a problem, my friend? My friend, you are about to know the difference between khaki and leather. You are about to know. And those of you who stay prepared for it, okay, you're about to make you an insane. When I say insane, it's going to be an insane amount of money. And now, when you think about it that way, and a lot of you are not believing it, but for the past year or so, whenever, because right now, how do I put this? Excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. It's like the question I asked, like I answered a question the other day about why do I think Kaspa is going to be the number one use, right? This is the opportunity I'm telling you about. You need to start buying Kaspa. You need to start buying Quant. Every other coin, I don't know about you, I keep Quant, Kaspa, and my biggest portions in my portfolio, because not long ago we saw Ethereum. We've been asking, okay, we're going to tokenize stuff. Everything is going on blockchain and this and that. Even Ethereum as a proof of stake. Go look at the what you call it, the fees history on Ethereum. Go look at it, because it was crazy. Okay, when the market, you remember when the Bitcoin did that little market dip or whatever, it recovered, people were paying, you know what, an insane amount. So Ethereum could not handle it. They were having bottlenecks. The same thing with Solana. Solana crashed and stuff like that happened. You know what? It's not for me to just talk about it. Look, this is Ethereum. See that? Ethereum average transaction fee. And when I zoom in, look at October. Ethereum cannot scale. Look at that. See? Look at how fast, how high the fees went. And this is something like you keep telling people, you know what? We are going to have a problem. We are going to have a problem with Ethereum. Ethereum is not exactly what they are telling you it is. Ethereum is not. And Solana cannot handle it, because time is coming. Decentralization is going to be the thing that most banks, most TriFi, most of DeFi, they are looking for. And then when you look at Kaspa, okay, at just 10 blocks per second, I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, those was just stress testing. Yeah, stress testing to show you that Kaspa can handle all of that without a problem. And we're not even talking about 100 blocks per second yet. We're not even talking about that. We're not even talking about VProgs yet. So only 25% of Kaspa's capability is live right now with Kasplex. We are about to see it. The Caravan testnet is about to go mainnet. Excuse me, I'm sorry, my voice sounded a little bit funny. But anyway, we're about to see it. And this is like people are busy looking elsewhere. Elsewhere. Okay, people are looking elsewhere. People are looking at price. People are looking at this. But guys, any developer you ask today who has read the Kaspa's VProgs yellow paper, they are going to tell you people are so excited waiting for this thing to go live. And you do not want to be in the market after it goes live, after Binance listed, after Coinbase sees, okay. No, you do not want to do that. You want to be in the market right now. I'm saying, like, guys, everybody's risk management is different. I understand that. But for you to go from zero to a multi-millionaire status, you need to be able to handle, take on that risk with your two hands. That's what you need to do it. I don't know about you. You're using your two hands. I'm grabbing it with both my hands, my feet, and my teeth. I am not gonna I'm not letting you go. I'm not. Because this is an opportunity that you will never get again. And a lot of people think it is funny, and I'm saying it. You will never get it again. Those of you who saw this coming from 2000 to 2008, they become multi-millionaires. And the time has changed, because back then, most people didn't know what was going on. No, most people did not know. Now, everything you saw on the internet is very easy to find. Back then, if you did not buy the newspaper, you wouldn't even know what's going on. Right? Because we all know the news, the TV news, the news stations, they are not telling you the whole truth. Right now, you have the internet at the tip of your fingerprints. At the tip of your fingers, you just search and look. Right? So, when this mother of bubbles pop, you want to be ready. Get some cash on the side. Okay? I still have a feeling. Okay? I know people are calling me, excuse me. I know people are calling me all sorts of things, okay? But I still have a feeling Kaspa is going to be running on 2026. Running to the point like most people are not going to be. Last time we did it, people didn't think it will happen. I think these cycles, they are changing from a Bitcoin cycle to a Kaspa cycle. That's what is happening. And again, you want to be there before everybody and their grandmama starts to get in. Forget about price right now. The price right now is getting supported and controlled by what? Macroeconomy. Okay? Just like I just showed you gold. Go look at the housing. Go look at housing. Because most people don't have jobs. Most people are losing their homes. The housing market is getting piled up. There is so much banks like, okay, we'll repo it, but who's gonna buy it? Nobody's buying it. So yeah, we are facing that. We are facing that decision-making time. Time is going to come when the government is going to have to look. Should we bite the bullet and print, or is there any other alternative? I think they are going to go for the other alternative, because we know November, the ISO 20022 is going live. Once it goes live, all these guys that want to use stable coins, they will have to buy US Treasury bonds. It's like when you play a poker game, not a poker. How you call this game where they say checkmate? When you play it and you look at your opponent in the face and go checkmate, that is what the US is about to do. Yeah, a lot of people will say, yeah, look at how they started printing money, but they're not going to print it until they have a counter. Okay, November, we're about to see this thing. Okay, it goes live. All the banks, everybody's going to have to buy the treasury bonds. They do buy them. They go high. Okay, the US get a breathing room. You're going to see inflation. Once they start doing this, inflation is going to come down a little bit. That's when they are going to print. And once they print, inflation will go right back where we are, or just a little bit above it. Okay, because they know with this stablecoin pegging, they are going to try to get rid of this 37 trillion or 31 trillion dollars debt that we have. They're going to try to do that, and if they can get away with it, they will. That will resurface the U.S. dollar strength will resurface again, and a lot of people will be like, "Oh, see, they're printing money." No, they're not. It's like they're recycling it. That's what they're doing. They're just going to recycle the money. How do you think that inflation is going to go down? They're not going to print. With this pegging to the US dollar, stable coins, that, my friend, is going to absorb it. Once it absorbs it, they now have it's like you have this level of water, you pump some of it out, and you put the same amount of water back in to get back to where you are. That's what's happening. And that's why most people right now, they have begun to realize it. They cut rates, yep. Did price pump? Nope. Why did it pump a little bit? Green candle chases. That's that simple way that that's what's happening, okay? So yeah, get ready, man. Get ready, because gold has started showing signs. Now we're going to see Bitcoin get up there. I'm saying I'm going to be monitoring the market, because I like to see what would happen when Bitcoin hits that 140, 160,000. What's going to happen? Okay, because then it might start rolling over. You never know, because Powell says it. Uncertain. We don't know, but probably December. He's saying it, because we're doing that today. It's like I call Uncle T, right? and it was like Uncle T was killing himself laughing in the basement, and my grandma like, yo, MMJ said, what's going on, Granny? She's like, Uncle T he has lost it. I said, what do you mean he has lost it? He said, nah, he has lost. Can't you hear him? And Uncle T was busy cracking himself laughing, right? Cracking himself because, and I said, what's going on with him? I said, give him the phone right quick. So he's like, yo, you remember the neighbor? I said, yeah, I do. What happened? He said, they were talking about Solana ETF coming out and the thing going to the moon. I just started laughing. But actually, it really did happen. A couple of friends of mine, and we were talking about it. And it was just like, guys, do not put all your eggs on Solana. That ETF is just a rock pool. Okay? They're going to put that sugar close to your mouth. And when you're busy tasting it, they're going to pull it off. What happened to Solana? We saw Solana try to take off, and the Solana army, oh yeah, we're doing this, blah, 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 and I was just laughing about it. And what happened? We going up? Nope. Down we went. He just started singing, and way down we go. So I said, I could feel like, you see, that's why I'm so laughing right now. He was just cracking himself laughing in the basement, right? And Grandma's like, stop eating my potato chips, my potato chips. Uncle T was like, you say I can't have my own cheesecake. What's your problem now that I'm eating the I'm eating the chips? I'm like, Grandma like, those are for me. And Uncle T like, those are for you. Then cook me my cheesecake and I can have it. They were going back and forth, and I was just laughing, coupling with the fact that the neighbors, they lost a lot of money because they are big on Solana, right? And Uncle T, Grandma thought Uncle T was laughing at her, like making fun of her while he's eating his chips, not knowing that I caught the joke. He was joking about the neighbors, right? And Grandma was getting pissed off because she thought that he was laughing at him. And Uncle T, he couldn't stop laughing. And the more he was laughing, Grandma was still losing. Grandma, look at this. Look at this very quick. Grandma was listening. Uncle T was just it was the funniest thing ever. And Grandma was looking like, are you still gonna be laughing with him? I'm like, Granny, I'm not laughing with him. You have to understand what's happening. You have to understand what's happening here. We are not laughing at you, but Grandma couldn't get the joke, right? But anyways, Grandma ended up taking her bag of cheese and her bag of potato chips, and Uncle T was just being chased around with a pair of shoes. They tried to hit him with it. But anyways, yeah, what I'm trying to tell you guys, like, yeah, this is the time you need to start getting ready for it. For me, I'm buying Kaspa, I'm buying Quant like there is no tomorrow. That's what I'm doing. But anything else, I'm keeping a pile of cash on the side, okay? Because I know the macroeconomy is running on that thin shell. It's running on it. It's and the more you are prepared for it, the more money you are going to make. Trust me, you are going to make an insane amount of money. And when Bitcoin is going to go up, trust me, it's going to go there, 150, 160,000. That upward movement, by the time it starts to come down, it is going to be epic. And I keep saying it because the last bubble, guys, the last bubble when it popped in 2008, what happened to the gold price? We saw gold insanely climbing. And when gold crashed, that's when the whole macroeconomy started coming down. So that right there, we saw the gold go up, we saw the job market crashing, we saw everything started going out, and then the government, what did they do? Printing, right? They started again, quantitative easing, quantitative tightening, and blah, blah, blah. Before you know it, the whole mother of all bubble crashed. So now, I am on high alert. I am you're about to find out yourself. I'm telling you, you're about to find out. But this opportunity, if you're busy crying, you're not going to see it. Stake money on the side if you want to get into the stock market. Trust me. Stay on the side. Get the money because those stocks are going to crash and you can buy them for pennies of a dollar. Okay? So, anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. After our good friend Trumpicius and Trumpicius said, hey, that ain't me. Don't look at me. My government is down. He go like, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Look at Powell's. That's his decision to make. And everybody turned the microphone looking at Powell's like, okay. Hey, you gotta say something. And Powell's like, listen, it's Trumpicius' fault. His government is down, so we don't have the job numbers. What y'all want me to say? That was what was going on yesterday. So anyways, let's go look at the market. Let's see. See, those of you coming at it, money is not going to trickle down. It's not. Bitcoin is doing its thing, okay? The entire market is going to follow. If Bitcoin begins to pump, everybody's going to pump. That is so funny, okay? But anyways, let's check the water hour right quick. Oh, no. Oh, my God. You see? Like I said, money is not going to trickle down. So, anyways, let's start first with King Kaspa. KAS, we have here. For the past hour, 0.7% down, 12.7% down on the day, 1% down on the week, 30.8% down on the month, and 53.5% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.40 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $54.56 million. Okay, now we go look at Quant, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. We do have here 1% down the last hour, 3.4% down on the day, 4.6% down on the month, on the week, 22.9% down on the month, wow, and 25.5% up on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.14 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $20.82 million. Now we look at Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin, although there's no point because hey, Bitcoin is doing its thing. Jasmine always does the same. We do have here 1.1% down the last hour, 8.4% down on the day, 10.3% down on the week, 18.4% down on the month, and 48.7% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $472.73 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $37.46 million. Now we look at Cubic. They're still at war with Monero. Let's see how the war camp is doing. High risk, high reward, right? Like I told you guys, I'm trying to enter a trade on this thing, and I was waiting because again, my instincts were telling me don't enter a trade yet. Something is not looking right. But anyway, I'm trying to enter a trade on it. I think I will do that very soon. For the past hour, 2.3% down, 11.4% down on the day, 8.6% down on the week, 23.2% down on the month, and 24% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $154.02 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $4.22 million. Like I said, I am going to enter a trade on this, and I'm waiting on the MACD and the RSI to reset completely. But anyways, now we go look at Jonathan's pet turtle. He calls it Bitcoin. I call it the orange guy. See, this is why the entire market is in chaos right now on the crypto side, because again, money is not going to trickle down. Bitcoin goes down, the entire market goes down. Bitcoin goes up, market goes up. And it's not just entire market, utility coins. Go look at utility, okay? Anyways, for the past hour, 0.3% down, 3.8% down on the day, 2.6% down on the week, 5.6% down on the month, and 47.6% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $2.14 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $78.21 billion. Guys, look at that volume. Look at that volume. Again, it's not just, my God. You need to go look at the ETFs. This is why when everybody and their grandmama was excited about Bitcoin ETF, I was not. Seriously, I was not, because that is the easiest way for the government to control the price. That is the easiest way for, how do you say it? I wouldn't say it's a rug pull, but a systematic way of taking the money away. Because Bitcoin, my friends, does not have any other value. For Bitcoin to get value, it needs to be a peer-to-peer money system, something that we know is not going to happen. The illusion is still there. That's why I still hold mine. The illusion is still there. And time is going to come when it's going to be at the top. It's like, yeah, I don't know. They're going to pump it. Not this run. I think this run, I'm looking, like I said, I'm looking at $150,000, $160,000. Next run, we might see it at $300,000, maybe $400,000. Then I think I'll make a decision if I want to get rid of it. And again, by next run, Kaspa should have all those VPROCs and everything else running, and you are going to start hearing about the comparison between Kaspa and Bitcoin. Serious comparison to it, because this store of value is nothing is nothing but a smoke screen. That's what it is. You're going to see. Anyways, now let's go look at prices in details. Let's see what we got going on in that camp. Trading view. Let's see here. Let it load up. As you can see the Dixie. The Dixie is doing great, right? Dixie is 99 points. We went from 97 points yesterday that I didn't do a video, from 97 points to 99 points. Dixie is going up and Bitcoin is dropping, which again is the inverse correlation we want to see. But hey, I wish Dixie was dropping and Bitcoin was going up. So what it is, okay? Now, let's go look at King Kaspa on the hourly. Yeah, you see here. Oh, let's zoom it out a little bit. Okay, now we have Kaspa, okay? On the hourly, yeah, we try to, is it above? Let me zoom it in a little bit. Let's zoom it in a little bit more. On the hourly, yeah, we broke below the moving average, okay? Now, if you look at it again, these are the things I usually pay attention to. Look at where the moving average is and look at where the price. That is too low. It's like the distance is very, very low. So I'm expecting this thing to try to come up. Maybe the moving average is here, and let's see if it's going to retest it and follow through. Or the highest thing it is like, since Bitcoin is showing signs, I'm telling you, this price action you're looking at Bitcoin right now is pure manipulation. If Bitcoin begins to go up, you're going to see Kaspa start to take off too. It starts to go. Okay, so yeah, just pay attention. That's why I usually say days like this, when people are trading with the FOMO or with the fear, TA would not help you. Okay, it will not help you. It's just sit tight and watch. If you're a day trader, yeah, you can scalp something out. If you're not, if you're a long-term trader like me, all I just do is I usually do is just scale up my positions. That way my liquidation price is all the way down. Like I would not get stopped out, right? If you look at it on the 4-hourly, let's see if there's any difference. Nope, there's no difference. It was forming a bull flag, but it dropped because again, Bitcoin drags everything. There's no difference. Ribbon still green, and that's something I'm paying attention to because I want to see. Normally we could see this thing just squeeze and then continue up, okay? Or we could see, because the 1 hourly has turned red, we could see the ribbon turn red too. But one thing I know is going to squeeze and turn up is, again, look at the distance between the moving average and where the price is. Okay, if the moving average was somewhere here, then yes, I would have said, you know what, it retested the moving average and it went down. But no, moving average is still way up there. As we've always noticed, price always gets attracted to the moving average. Always, it never fails. Therefore, that's why I'm telling you, I think like this thing, it just came back, you know, previous trading area that we were. See, the same trading area. Let's zoom it in a little bit. The previous trading area that we were right here, that's where the price just came. So I think it's just gonna go right back up to try to retest the moving average and then still go up again. So I'm not worried about what's going on with the market right now. I'm telling you, they are going to pump it. They are going to do, because they know, like, people are so obsessed with following the same patterns. They're going to pump it. It's going to happen, okay? If you look at it on the daily, let's see. Daily, again, if you zoom out, see the ribbon? Still spraying out. It's no longer squeezing. It's spraying out. So, yeah, pay attention to that. And again, just like we just saw on the on the 4 hourly, look at where the ribbon is. The moving average, and look at where the price is. Again, price always gets attracted to the moving average. It never fails. You're about to see that, okay? So, for me, sit tight and watch. There's no two ways about it. If you ask me, I would tell you the same. My price targets are still the same. First, we do have this major resistance, okay, at 12 cents. Price is going to try to fight that 12 cents. After that, we do have 15 cents, then 18 and 19 cents respectively. And then before we start getting to all-time high, and then before you start looking for price discovery, everything is still according to plan. That's why I am still buying Kaspa like it was going out of style. Trust me, I'm doing that. I don't know about you. You do you, I do me, and God bless America. It's that simple. Now, let's go look at Quant right quick, QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. Okay, first let's start on the hourly. Let's see what's going on in that camp. The same thing, right? Just like I told you, price always get attracted to moving average. It got there, got rejected, now it's all the way down. And one thing again you have to look about it on Quant, okay? Ribbon still red. Okay, we are still flirting, going around, up and down, still red. If you look at it on the 4 hour, let's see if there's any difference on the 4 hourly. Nope, we are still flirting with the same. We're still flirting with the same. Okay, so like I told you the other day, we broke out. I thought this right here was the retest, or maybe because it got like really forced down, I thought that was the reset. But as the time goes by, I'm thinking like, okay, I think it needs to come back to retest this support. Once it does that, then price will go. That's what I think is going to happen. Okay, so but everything is still getting played around with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin needs to make that move that we are all waiting for. We need to see Bitcoin like taking off. Okay, until it does, TA is not going to help you. Okay, if you look at it on the daily, let's see the daily, what we got going on there. Yeah, ribbon still spraying out a little bit. Yeah, the more the days go by, that's what I'm saying. Like, the more the days go by, you still see it. We broke out. Let me zoom out here. That's better. We broke out of this triangle. We have not come back to retest it to see. Okay, so when the market crashed, this right here was forcefully. I thought this was it, but it is showing that it was really forced down there. It's not organic. So we gotta wait to see when it retests it and then starts to go. But all that is really playing out, because Bitcoin is also showing signs that it wants to move. Okay, Bitcoin wants to move. For me, my price targets are still the same. It don't matter what the price is doing right now. I think 125 is the ultimate resistance. Right after that, we do have $151. After that, we do have 164, which will lead us to that 176. Once we pass that, we have a little bit resistance at 111, but I don't think it's that bad. I think the main resistance is going to be at 230. Okay, not 211, 230. And then after that, all-time high. Once we cross the all-time high, we'll start looking at price discovery. So yeah, I'm sitting tight, very tight on everything. Just relax and let's see what the market does. Okay, now I'm gonna skip Jasmine again because we already know Jasmine ain't doing much. So let's go to Bitcoin, the granddaddy. See, Bitcoin was getting up nice and easily until we all know. Until we all know, right? But so far we're still having higher lows. Okay, we're still having higher lows, which means it's a bullish momentum. It's high. Bitcoin is in this channel. Okay, those of you who, if you want, you can draw this line, and you can draw another one right here. Bitcoin is in a channel. So yeah, it is playing out exactly like I thought it would. Okay, right now gold is doing its thing. Money is rotating from gold to Bitcoin, and once it does, you're about to see this thing start to take off. If you look at it on the 4-hourly, see, now this is what most people are trying to call an inverse head and shoulder, but we have not broken it yet, because like I said, you don't want to jump ahead of the gun if you don't see it. Okay, people are saying this was one shoulder, that was the head, and this was the other shoulder. But when you look at the line, we have not broken it yet. Bitcoin need to break 104,000 or 103,000, need to come down, confirm, and then down. But we have not broken it yet. That's why I keep telling you, this looks like a classic price manipulation. That's what it looks like. Okay, if you go on the daily, you will also see it. Okay, what Bitcoin just did is retest the moving average. Price did not even close down. It didn't. It came down, retest the moving average, and now I'm expecting this to do that. Now, if we break, okay, that $115,000 and confirm and then go, yeah, it's a W forming on the daily. See, one leg down, second leg down. Now let's see if it's going to break this, and up it went. So everybody and their grandmama is busy panicking about it. And the worst thing about it is, like, when you look at it on the weekly, okay, look at it on the weekly, the ribbon still green and is facing upwards. It's doing that. Macroeconomy is the only thing that is causing all this fear. Okay, someday people are going to learn that no matter what Bitcoin does, you need to hold on to your coins or your positions or something. Once you learn it, you're going to find out. And then not even that. Look at the moving average. Upwards. It's not curving, it's not doing none of that. It's still facing upwards. So yeah, everything is still playing according to plan. And those of you, like I said, you need to look at the pi indicator. Look at the pi indicator. Okay? Normally, when you should start to panic when the blue line, okay, this blue line does this, and this red line, if they cross, once they cross, that's when you start looking for the top, market top. Like I've been telling you, not once, not twice, I've been telling you, see, the blue line is beginning to curve, right? By the time they meet, okay, Bitcoin should be around that 160,000. I think, you see, most people are not looking at it that way. But when you look, you are going to see that line, yeah, it's going to come down. It's not going to, the blue line is not going to go up. I think it's curving downwards until it touches with the red line. And I think that touching is going to be close to that 160 or a little bit, somewhere around there. And you're about to figure it out, okay? Anyways, yeah, you can sit and cry about it if you want to, or you can see the opportunities in the market and get in there. It's up to you. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. But before we do, guys, please do not leverage trade if you don't know what you're doing. I cannot teach you. I don't know who can. Maybe they have best people out there to teach you how to leverage trade, but I don't think you can. The only way you can learn leverage trading is by trying an error. Okay, you can try and add your own sauce, what works for you, because what works for me might not work for you. You understand? You find your own groove and you get in there. Now, down below, I do have the links. Bydfi, which I recommend, is very good for beginners. Okay, Bydfi, Phemex, Margex, Wix Exchange. Okay, sign up, follow those links, and they're going to give you free money. You get the free money, take $20 out and start to practice. Trust me. When you get to the point that you can turn $20 into 40, 40 into 80, 80 into 160, when you can start to do those things without panicking and without looking at your chart every time, you're ready. Until you are able to do it, keep on practicing. And when you are ready, then you can start increasing the amount of money that you are trading with. If you do not do that, my friend, yeah, you are going to be welcome in Rec City with fireworks. The only difference is that you are going to be broke because you will lose your money. So if you don't have time or patience to learn, please stick to spot trading. And those of you who want to start teaching your younger generation how to invest in themselves to become financially free, I also have down below Acorn. Acorn is what I'm using to teach my son. I don't know about you, but I told you I did not come from a millionaire family, but I'm going to make sure that a millionaire family comes out of me. Therefore, I'm teaching my son how to start trading stocks and ETFs. If you want to do so, down below I do have the link. Sign up, okay? Once you do, these guys are not going to give you much. They're only going to give you $5. But hey, something is better than nothing, right? Start out with $5 and start teaching your younger generations or yourself how to trade on these stocks and ETFs, okay? Anyways, now let's go look at my positions right quick. We're going to start first with my Bydfi. There, we already know I am trading King Kaspa, and I am also trading Quant, okay? Give me a second, let it load up. Yep, as you can see with the market doing its thing, yeah, my overall is sitting today at $5,200 approximately. You guys know I am an aggressive trader, right? So I trade at 50x. So the market moves a little bit, my position move like they move crazy. Now let's go look at my contracts right quick. Okay, now we have Kaspa sitting at 5.1 cents. My quant position, I am down, what is this, 46%, which is $4,100. Kaspa, yeah, I'm still breaking even, which is just at my entry level where I entered the position. So yeah, everything is still moving according to plan on that one. Now let's go look at the next one. Is going to be on my Phemex, which you guys already know I am trading just King Kaspa so far. And on this one, my overall is sitting at $1,600, okay? And we go look at my contracts. Let's see, excuse me, let it load up. Okay, 5-1. And you see my contracts here, yeah, almost breaking even, because you guys know when the market crashed last time, that's when I opened this almost all these positions. This one I am up 3%, which is $56. Yep, nothing changed. I still the same thing, right? I'm just sitting on the side. Now, last but not the least, we look at week's exchange. Let's go here, let it load up a second. Okay, here we am. I'm up. I'm sorry. Finally loading. So I'm still here. My overall sitting at $273. And now let's go look at my contracts. Let's go down here, which is just Kaspa only. I am still down $100. Like I told you guys, I opened these positions when the market crashed. So yeah, just take time about it, okay? That's me. I trade at 50x and I don't use stop losses. That's just me. Anyways, now let's go look at Acorn right quick. At Acorn, that's where I'm teaching my son how to trade stocks and ETFs. And let's go right quick, let it load up. Okay, as we can see here, yeah, his value is going up. We are sitting at 402.17 cents. So yeah, it is going up. And then we look at his let's see his available stocks. Let's see how that one is going, and let's load that one up too. It's up 3.07%, which is nice, not that bad. It's doing pretty good on that. Let this one load up too. Okay, 3.07% up on the stocks. 321. Yeah, S&P 500. Yeah, I like the numbers on the bonds. I think we're going to add gold once the gold cools off. We're going to add gold into this, because I want to tell. I've been trying to tell them to put either ETFs or whatever on gold. Something. We have to start trading gold, but we have to wait for everything to go exactly according to how we are waiting for. I mean, not according to what we're waiting for, but the macroeconomy. We have to see. I want to see how the macroeconomy is reacting. Okay, let's watch and see. Okay. Anyways, that's how you have it. He's 9 years old and he's doing this. So I do not see the reason why you cannot do it. You should be able to to be able to spot these opportunities, right? You should be able to spot them. But yeah, things are going according to plan. It's not like we are just like waiting for the market, to tell us and whatever. So yeah, let's just wait for a second and see what the market does. For me, I'm piling cash on the side because I want to how do I say it? I want to catch that opportunity. Okay. Anyways, thank you very much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Don't forget to like and comment. Okay, I'm interested in knowing what you think about everything that we talked about today. And also don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly will can see these videos and the family can grow. You never know what you're gonna learn from a stranger, right? Until I see you in my next one, it's time for me to go take my medicine anyways. Please take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye.